The Australian Securities and Investments Commission recently released a report on how well banks and financial institutions manage conflicts of interest. I know you won't believe it, but there were some issues identified. Shock horror, we know. Firstly, let's try and answer the question of why you should care before briefly touching upon the report. You should care because your future can be hugely impacted by the overall outcome of your superannuation balance. Australians have one of the largest superannuation markets in the world. We sit only behind the US, UK and Japan in total size of our superannuation market, which means we're surprisingly large. If we allow financial services companies to provide you suboptimal guidance in relation to your future, it may mean the difference between you enjoying smashed avocado on toast in retirement or discounted oats. But we're not here to preach. So let's turn to the report. Its findings were startling and can be hard to explain simply without jargon, but here goes. The first finding was that when a financial services company provided a person like you a list of products they could invest in, the split was roughly 80-20. 80% of products on the list were products not affiliated with the company, and 20% of products were. But when it came to where these people invested their money after receiving personal advice, nearly 70% were invested in products affiliated with the financial services company. If this doesn't sound fishy, nothing does. The second finding looked at the quality of advice. Once more, perhaps nothing surprising here. 25% of advice was considered compliant, 65% non-compliant, and 10% not only non-compliant but also raised significant concerns about the financial position of the people receiving the advice. These numbers are perhaps easy to gloss over, but consider for a moment that these advisors are well-paid experts responsible for managing your superannuation. Clearly, something is amiss. Perhaps the final question is, where to from here? The report outlines a number of steps being undertaken, and that will be started. Will it be enough, and how long will it be before the entire industry becomes more transparent, are two bleeding questions from here. But can you afford to wait that long while the industry cleans up its act? At your expense? Contact Pecunia to kick things along.